So I just got back from mowing 2 lawns, and I mowed my lawn this morning. And these blades are dull as can be. So while I have it out, I'm gonna sharpen these blades. It's a Laser Z 72-inch. An oldie but a goodie. Just had new tires put on it the other day. There's a bunch of different ways of rolling up your straps. I roll them up this way, so when I get ready to use it, just roll it out. Now, if you're a trucker, like an 18-wheeler, and you gotta throw it over, wind it the other way with the hook in your hand and wind the tail end first, so you're always holding up, because you don't want to throw the metal over and you'll bonk somebody in the head on the other side. But for me, I'm only doing flatbed stuff on my little trailer, so I just wrap it around the hook, and then that way it takes all the, keeps it flat, keeps it wrinkle free, easier to move around, keeps it not tangled, and when I need it, it's super easy to just spool out right on the road or on the driveway, like that. There you go. And you just roll it out, hold on to this end and roll it out. Like I said, if you're used to having to throw it over, don't throw this end over. Don't throw it like this, because this will damage your truck or whatever you're strapping down, or might hit somebody. So I would roll this end first, so this would be in the middle, and then you're just throwing the whole strap over and you stay where the hook is. So I'm gonna leave it like that. It makes it easier to get underneath. I don't have to jack it up. I can just crawl underneath the trailer and it's safe. So let's go look underneath. So there's one blade. Yep, that's dull. Oh, there's another blade. And that one appears to have some string tied around it. All right, So we need to get that size wrench and an impact on the top. The deck underneath is pretty clean. All right, so let's go get some wrenches. Let's get some tools, get these blades off. So it appears the top is 1.25 inches. So I got it on my 1/2 inch drive. The bottom bolt underneath is 15/16. I think this is actually a little bit big, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna put my breaker bar on the bottom. And go in reverse. Okay, there's one. That one's loose or unbolted. There's the next one. So I'm gonna take this to reach underneath. Got that one. Let's go to the other side. So I'm gonna take this to reach underneath. Got that one. Let's go to the other side. This one's gonna take some work. So this one here, there's an extra pulley on the top for my bagger, the Ultravac bagger. The blower motor goes here, gets driven off this. So this pulley is concave, it's sunk in here. And it appears that it's gotta be cleaned out. So I gotta go find some tools to get that cleaned out, and then I'm probably gonna get some PB blaster also in there. I'll be back. Never done this before, so we're learning. Obviously, you're supposed to take the belt off. There's the rope that was tangled. I've never changed them on an Exmark before, so I don't know if that's, I do believe that's supposed to come off. Let's see. I don't think I had to take that top bolt off. I just had to take the bottom nut off. Look at that. All right, that's why the belt got loose. Let's put the spindle back together, shall we? Thought that was a little weird. All right, let's try it. This video quickly turned into how not to sharpen the blades, because I do not know how to do an Exmark. So we're gonna learn. Sorry about switching direction on the screen so quick, but I gotta come back to this side. So the reason I took these off is because I used to have a Skag, and a Skag walk behind, and it was a long through bolt through the spindle. So you would take that out, it would drop down, the blade would come off with the bolt, take the slide the bolt out, sharpen the blade. That one obviously is different. So I put these back on. So I'm gonna try to take the bolts off from the bottom to see if that's how these are supposed to come off and leave all this together. So let's go underneath. So here's that bolt. I don't know if you can see, here's that bolt that goes through the blade. Righty tighty. So that means facing the clock. So there's the middle one. Middle one comes off the way nice and easy. All right. Let's go back to this first one. This one kind of tough. So I thought doing it underneath the ramp would be easier, but it's actually a lot harder. The ramp's in the way. So definitely not be that tight. I'm gonna go get my small torch. Start with a small one before I bust out the cutting torch. Now, I am sure there's hundreds of you, if not thousands of you, yelling at me not to heat the bolt. Guess what? I'm heating the bolt. This is definitely how not to take your blades off an Exmark. Socket off first. Here we go. Can you see it? Let's see if you can watch me mess my mower up. All right, where are my gloves? Because I always get burnt. Let's see if I do this without getting burnt. go. Heat always does it. I think that worked. That's all it takes. There you go. Heat, hot. Like I said, I always get burnt. Heat is your friend, as long as you don't put too much on it. All right, let's pick up all the tools. Let's go downstairs and get the blade sharpened. I'm putting the torch away. So it has been a long time since I did anything in the inside workshop. Kind of just throw my tools and leave. So gotta have a little bit of room here. All right, so let me get my balancer. I'll show you. So this here is a cheap balancer for your blades. I don't mow commercially. So I'm only mowing a couple family members' houses of mine. So basically all it is, it's a point, it's like a spinning top. It's a point with a cone that self-centers. Put that on there, take your lawnmower blade, and you put it on there. And as long as it is not like this, you're good to go. That's how I always done it. I don't do them exact. I know guys that don't even balance them, but I balance them. I try to get them at least close. See, so that's nice. So the first thing I'm going to do, get that out of the way. I'm going to start making a mess now. You know what? I'm going to put this up here, because otherwise the dirt goes through the vent. Make it fit. There we go. So I'm gonna take a putty knife and I'm just gonna try to scrape some of this stuff off. It's the same for a little push mower. You only have one blade on those. These really are not too gummed up. They're really dull. Good enough for me. Like I said, I'm not a professional mower. We gotta pick that up. If I don't, cats will drag it all over the house. So let me get my little grinder. I'm going to use a cheap little grinder. You could use a 4-inch disc grinder if you want. 4-inch handheld grinder, stuff like that. I haven't used this one to sharpen blades yet, so we're going to try it. I am not looking for perfection, but you can see this is like, I think I cut trees down with it. So I'm going to see if I could get it on here. And always have your eye protection on. And I'm just going to make passes like this. Nice and easy. I'll do like 3 passes on this side, 3 passes on this side. Check it. Check the balance. you kind of got to make sure you do it the same. Actually, that one's too aggressive. So this wheel's a little bit less aggressive. And you want to keep it at the same angle. I'm not going to be able to because I don't have a table on this side. But like I said, something's going to be better than this. Make sure you have eye protection. See, so that's one pass, and it's already sharp. You want to try to keep the same angle, or as close to it as possible. The one thing you don't want to do is heat up the metal where it turns blue. If you heat it up where it turns blue, it gets brittle. All right, so that's 2 passes, and that already has a nice edge on it. There's one pass. You can see all the nicks in it. Two passes. Nice and sharp. That's all I need. I just want to take that rounded edge off. Now we're going to balance it. I did 2 passes on each side. Shut the noisemaker off. So I did 2 passes on each side, and it's still pretty balanced. And for what I do, for my lawn, that's good enough. So one's done, quick and easy. This one's seen a lot better days. Let's check the balance just to see where we start. Okay, it is balanced. So let's get this one, see if we can get an edge on this one. Camera's in the way. So that's one pass. You can see where someone really sharpened a tip on this one. It took a lot of metal off before. It should be all the way out to here. There's another one. This has the tips do most of your cutting. So that's good. Let's balance it. Is that even in the camera? Nope. All right, so there's your balancer. On the second one, is your balancer right there. And another way I used to do it before I bought these, I used to work at a place that we had a professional blade sharpener where you'd set the pitch and had a balancer built into it. But the other way of doing it is just taking a nail or a screwdriver. Let's see what I have here. Anything round. Okay, well, let's see if it works. All right, don't ask me why I have a pitchfork here. But you take this and you just balance it on there. And if this went like this, you'd have to take more off this side. But as long as nothing's interfering with it and it stays pretty level like that, that's how you know it's pretty balanced, okay? And yes, you can get it perfect if you really want. But for me, that's good enough. Now, one thing is you definitely don't want this edge sharp, like straight down like this. And you don't want it super pointy like this, because if it's flat like this and gets super thin, it'll actually wear that edge right down. It'll bend that, just the grass blades alone will bend it over. And if it's too flat like this, you're basically just taking a blunt object and hitting the grass. So I always try to copy the factory edges on there. So let's do this last one. Then we could put the mower away, put it all together and put it away. Is this definitely the right way? No. Is this one way? Yes. Everybody on YouTube are experts. There's a million different experts out there. So yes, this is the way I do it. Okay, see it? Balanced. So, is this the correct way of doing it? No. Is this a wrong way of doing it? No. One thing I learned when I started making these YouTube videos is, no matter how you do it, it's wrong. There is always someone out there gonna tell you you're doing it wrong. Always. So this is how I do it. You're more than welcome to find a different way. But they're balanced. None of them are blue. None of the blades are overheated. I put them on. This is actually a lawnmower blade balance, so you can get cheap, nice and cheap. Oh, like I was saying, you could put it, if you had a nail on the side of your workbench, like in the front down here, you could just lean it like that, and it'll do the same thing. So, but let's go put these on. At least they're sharper than they were. I definitely learned how not to take the blades off. Sharpening them is the easy part. I took the blades off the wrong way the first time. I was taking the actual spindle apart, which I shouldn't have done. So I learned that. That's good. I definitely learned something new today on that. And I'll know for the future. So let's get going. So all three blades are the same. Doesn't matter which one you put on first. I'm gonna start on that side. Here's the bolt. Let me get a ratchet. Take a blade. For the middle, this one, these fins point up, so it's going to be like this. So the fins point up. So this video, I do not work on people's Exmarks. I do not mow lawns commercially. That is my personal lawn mower. I mow family members' lawns. I am not an Exmark mechanic. I strongly encourage you to find your owner's manual or call the Exmark people and ask them how to do it, because that was not how to remove the blades. I went by what I thought in the past on my old Skags. They were walk behinds. It was not a zero turn. I do believe I had another zero turn that had the blades the bolts go all the way through. So that's what I went by. I was wrong. It's actually a lot easier just having one bolt there if it wasn't seized in there. The heat took care of that. So there are a million people out there going to say you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. I understand, I'm doing it my way. Do it your way. This is how I do it, okay? Keep the comments clean, okay? So anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got a few more, I got a bunch more videos going to be coming out. I got a whole bunch of oil drops on my driveway. My Moroso oil pan dipstick leaking on the 7.3 Power Stroke. I'll be fixing that. I'll be fixing the blinker relay. I switched all over to LEDs about 4 years ago, and I replaced the relay so the blinkers didn't flash real quick. The relay that I put in burnt out, so now it's non-stop ticking. It just sounds like a clock. Tick, 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 all the time. Even when the truck is off. So I already got the relay. I'll be replacing the relay in the truck. It's F350 with 7.3 diesel. That'll be a fun little quick video. So I've got a bunch of videos coming up. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy them. And I'll see you in the next one.